Hi, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It is I, Nick Charles, with the lovely, the stunning, the iconic, the inevitable, the delicious, delightful, delectable Dan James. Hi, it's the 802.
Oh,
How are
that
you?
was unexpected
Oh,
and
well,
appreciated.
after you said last week I don't give you enough, I just give you a whole fucking platter of compliments, Joey. Guess what you're
You
gonna do?
did. I love that.
Suck
Thank
it
you.
up, bitch.
Thank you so much. Welcome to the 802
Another
again.
week. No, episode 21. Woohoo!
21.
21.
21.
I know about you.
21.
I'm feeling. No, shot, wrong one.
Yeah, that's next week. So, announcements wise, we've been talking about it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
We said it was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening.
It's happening.
We have, in celebration of getting to 20 episodes,
Dun 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 dun.
we have the 802 giveaway. Our first ever giveaway.
Yes.
Where now this is something special.
Mm.
We were thinking what do we want to give away? Like, what do our listeners like? What do they want? Like, let's give them something they're going to appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
And then we remembered when we asked you for questions for the back of the bus, episodes out every Friday, all you ask us about is sex.
I know. Every single week.
Every single week. So what we've worked out is you are all horny.
Mm-hmm. Lockdown
Everyone is horny.
Causing you to just get frisky, fondly, and ready to touch yourself. And guess what? We're going to give it to you.
We got something set up. So we have partnered with the amazing guys over at Clone Zone.
Hi.
Shout out to Clone Zone.
Hi, Clone Zone. How you doing, darlings?
And we have some delectable goodies
Ooh,
to give away to you guys
we do.
in our 802 giveaway.
Ooh.
And it's going to be really easy to enter. All you're going to have to do is we're going to have a post up on Instagram and a post up on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
All you're going to have to do is like that post.
Yes, like it, share it, maybe even give it to your friends. Who knows?
Tag somebody in the comment.
Somebody. Let someone know that the 802 is here to give you and provide you. So not only do you get to ride the 802, you get to ride something else as well. See what I did there?
Yeah. So have a look on the socials. It's the 802 podcast on Instagram and the 802 podcast on Twitter. Have a look on there and enter our giveaway. Even if you don't want it, even if you don't want the giveaway, you should enter anyway because you might win and then you've got your Secret Santa present sorted.
Exactly. And who doesn't want a... I don't want to give it away. Who doesn't want a secret for their Secret Santa?
It's cute. We've got the first of potentially 2 or maybe even 3 giveaways coming up in the next few weeks.
Yes. So
for this one, we partnered up with Clone Zone because you're all just a bunch of freaks and we love it.
We love to see it.
So look out for that. Nick, any other announcements for the bus?
I just want to say a quick shout out to Phoenix Fitness in Liverpool, who has been listening to the podcast, and they are a friend of a friend of a friend that owns this lovely gym. And because we're back now in like a tier 3 lockdown, they have been doing online classes and stuff, and they have been listening to the podcast from Liverpool. So thank you for the local support. We love to see it. And Phoenix, I will see you guys for my online class tomorrow because I'm doing yoga at home.
Yay. Nice. A little home yoga session.
Hey, how you doing? Right, that's my announcement for the week. Right, Danielle?
Nick, mate.
What's getting under your wig this week? Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something this week. I know usually we dedicate this section to like talking about pop culture and who's been fucking up in what way and what the gays being messy on Twitter and all of that fun stuff that we would like to hear about. Mm-hmm. But this week, I'm just going to talk a little bit about finding somewhere to live in London.
Ooh.
Recently, my housemates are moving out. Our tenancy comes to the end of November. Yeah, we've been here for 2 years and it's COVID times and people want to mix up, look sharp. Like they're moving out. Cool. I hate moving. I know. Passionately. And I don't want to ever have to do it. I'll stay here. Like, it's fine. I'll find some people to take the rooms. Now, you've been at my house.
Yes.
So, you've seen the bedrooms. They're both like double bedrooms, good size. We've got a massive bathroom. Mm-hmm. Got like a nice little outdoor space. We live on a quiet street. It's literally like a dead end. So there's barely any cars that come down. The house itself needs a bit of touch up and some love. The carpet definitely needs replacing, and the walls need some touch up, and like the furniture's old. But from like a housing perspective, it's actually quite a nice little house. It's zone 1/2 in London, and the rent is
Affordable.
Oh, I mean, we'll get to the rent in a second.
Oh God.
But you'd think, okay, it's fair enough. This is a nice enough little place. We can probably get something.
Yeah.
0.
God.
0 interest. Not a 1.
Not a 1.
Not a 2. Not a 3. 0 interest in living in this house. And then I was like, oh, well, like, let's flip it up. Let's ask around. No. Do you know why? It's because no one is moving.
Yeah.
No one is moving into London right now. Everyone's moving out of London right now because it's so expensive.
It is. It is.
It's insanely expensive to live in this city. Well, I need somewhere to live. Obviously. I can't just like I'm not going to be homeless. So I was like, I'll get on Spare Room. I'll make a little account for me. And then I'll like see what happens and like try and find somewhere like I got a fairly decent paying job. My budget's not insanely low. I could get somewhere quite nice. I made an account. Within minutes, I'm flooded with messages I'm very clear on the area of London I want to live.
Yes.
And the area of London I want to live is not in South Harrow. Why are you messaging me about a house in South Harrow?
That's miles.
It's not in Watford. Why are you messaging me about a house in Watford? Why are you messaging me about a house in Edgware? I don't want to live in these places. I said it. Why are you just spamming me? And then I have to spend my time going through all these messages because there's literal tons of them. And I was like, no wonder nobody responded to my messages about my house because I can't see them because people are just cascading these things because obviously nobody's moving. So there's loads of places. But for some reason, that hasn't impacted on the price. Nick, I got this message. I need to tell you.
Go on.
I got this message from a house. It was close to mine. It looked nice, fairly decent quality. You know a little bit about London.
Yes.
Guess how much they were asking for a double room in like a fairly nice new build flat.
£1,250
per week. Go per week.
212.
£319.
Fuck off.
319 British pounds sterling. This isn't Monopoly money. A week.
Are they working for me as well with that money? Because that's a lot.
£319 a week for a bed in a shared flat in a like a nice new build in London.
What zone is this, by the way?
Zone 2. Oh, the zone I currently live in.
No, that's expensive.
£319.
What's the need? What is the actual need? Because that is not cheap. And
that's
ridiculous.
That's madness. That's insane money for a roof and some running water and a shower and for it to not be hideous. And you go through looking at London places and you look at them and you're like, oh, the budget looks good. It's a nice area. Oh, it's fucking ugly. It's ugly. It's absolute. It's one of those things where like landlords for some reason have just collected furniture over the years and just throw it into this house and like, oh, you can't get rid of any of your non-matching furniture pieces or the 7 chest of drawers we've given you to fit in this room. That's why you can't fit a desk in here, because essentially what it is this is just a flat for storage and you pay the bills here. You live it. It is madness how expensive this city is and for how shit everything is. It's absolutely insane.
Crazy, because for someone like me who's like an ex-London liver, because I used to live in Brixton, didn't I? And I was paying like what, maybe £700 to live in a shared flat, and it was in a good area. But do you know, I was just Googling, just looking around at prices the other day, just because potentially I might want to move to London when I'm done at university. Not sure how I'm feeling about that yet. And I was like, okay, let me check. Daniel, guess how much it is now for that exact flat I used to rent. Just have a guess.
$950.
Nope. It's $1,120. Bills. And I was like,
with bills.
I used to pay £600 for this.
With bills.
Yes, with bills. And this is a council flat, by the way.
This city is a scam.
A scam.
A whole scam. Because the reason why they keep saying, oh, like prices are so high is because, like, everybody wants to live in London. Because there's always more people looking than there are like flats available, so that it drives the prices up. No one's looking. Absolutely nobody is moving into the city right now. I don't even want to move. I just have to because I can't find anybody to come take these rooms. Me, by the way, if you live in London, you're looking for two rooms in Elephant and Castle, give me a bell. Let me know. No one's looking. So then it's just like, oh, well, market price for this says we can get that. And it's like, we need rent control in this city. We just need you to be able to go like, I don't think that this shitty box room with the 30-year-old carpet and the wallpaper that's falling off is worth 800 of my pounds a month. I just don't think it is. I just don't think all of this tatty shit and everything's broken and there's mold everywhere is worth 800 just because your reasoning is, oh, well, if I didn't rent it, then somebody else would rent it. This city is madness. And then the second thing, not only is the city madly expensive, it's also relatively lonely because it's very rare for people to have clusters of their friends live around them.
Yeah.
Like it's very rare. Usually your friends like live off in different parts of the city and you have to find a place to meet up and you will go to each other's houses, which you can't do now because we're in tier 2. So high tier friends. I know you're in 3, but we're in 2 now, so we can't go into people's houses.
I know.
It's very lonely. So what do some of us want to do? Oh, we get a pet. We get just a little pet just to keep us company, just to make it nice and easy. And then, oh, well, now I've got to move. Let's look for places that accept pets. Okay, so say I've done a search. There are 100 places that are in my price range, in my area. Let's tick the box that say pets considered. From 100 to 6. Why are we not allowed the smallest grace and joy in our lives of owning a little cuddly thing to keep us company and to cuddle? Why do I have to get rid of that to live in your shitty flat with your old furniture? Don't tell me it's about, oh, the pets cause damage. I see the state of that sofa. I see the state of that sofa. Don't tell me.
It usually looks like the fucking set of like a fucking horror film.
It looks like a sofa that's been used in a cheap homemade porno for the last 48 years.
Yeah.
There are juices of women who have long since passed on that sofa. Don't tell me that my cat is going to make that sofa worth less. Like you're going to resell it to somebody. You're just going to sell it to another landlord who's going to put it in their flat where no pets are allowed because apparently we're not allowed to have anything that makes us happy unless we want to pay an exorbitant amount of money for it in this shit heap of a city. I'm done. The 802 is no longer coming from Liverpool to London. I'm going to move. I cannot stand looking for houses in this place. It's an absolute madness. It's a nightmare.
Well, we love you up
north. Why is everything so terrible?
I know.
Why do I have to work for Google and be on 100K a year to find a place that is just relatively nice? The city is a scam.
Maybe it's time you like put yourself out there to get a sugar daddy. Maybe that's an idea on OnlyFans.
So I was talking to this guy who was interested in providing me with some Tate and Lyle.
Oh, okay.
And his thing was he wanted to have met up 3 times and for us to have done sexual stuff before we came to an arrangement. And I was like, that's not how this works. Surely that's not.
No.
What you want me to... I know, sir, that what you want is to have sex with me. That's why we're talking. What I want is for my bills to be paid. Don't be asking for your bit without giving me my bit. I'm doing you a favor here. This is a relationship. It is a 2-way relationship. I could do without the sex, but I would like the sugar.
Yes. Just give that to me real quick.
So let's not pretend like, I'm sorry. I'm so frustrated. It's the worst thing about this city is this housing thing. And we don't all just accept it. But there's like anybody who is in charge who could make power will not go against what landlords want. And landlords are literal parasites. They do nothing. They contribute nothing. They are the worst people. They're terrible. Terrible, terrible people who refuse to do anything, I just have to give a bunch of my money, which I work for, to this person so that I'm not sat on the street. And I don't mind giving you like 500 quid a month. That's quite a lot of money. If somebody just gave me 500 quid a month, I'd be quite happy. But no, if I want to give you 500 quid a month, I have to go live in zone 6.
And, oh God. I'm mad.
I'm actually going to live in some stranger's shed in
Oh,
Zone 6 and
mad.
then pay them 500 quid a month. And then I have to, for some reason, feel grateful about it. Oh, because we're letting you live here. Bitch, you ain't going to live here. My
No.
landlord is based in California. He
Oh,
ain't going to come live in this house
true.
if I pay him the money thing. Let me live
And as
in
well,
a house and not give you everything I have and for it to be just somewhat nice. The state of this carpet, the absolute state of this carpet, the walls,
go off,
the
Dan. Go
everything.
off.
It's
Go
just
off.
this city is I hate it. I cannot stand it. And it's really annoying because so much good stuff happens here that people should be able to enjoy and not be broke by
All the
like,
time.
oh, I get paid at the first on the last day of the last month and I pay my rent on the first day of this month. And then, the bills come out and, oh, look, I've got no money left. It's the 4th of October. I've got absolutely no money left because I had to give it all to you because you did fuck all except buy a house 20 years ago. I
Oh
genuinely
my
don't mind if I'm
God.
living with a friend and they own the house and I'm helping out with their mortgage. I genuinely don't mind doing that. That
Yeah.
makes sense. I'm paying. In fact, I don't even think there is a mortgage out on most of these houses. A lot of them are just owned by people. I'm not paying your costs. I'm not paying the cost of living in this house. I'm just literally giving you money.
Give
And
it.
you're doing shit all for it, except owning a thing. Fuck off. Fuck right off. The whole system is fucked. It doesn't make any fucking sense. I hate it. I can't stand it. I don't want to be part of it anymore, but also don't want to be homeless. And I can't go live with my mum because she lives in Zone 5 and she's only got one bedroom and she's got too much stuff in her flat. We fight about it. I just want to take my cat. I want to live in a nice enough place with a bedroom and space for a desk and a kitchen and ideally a living room. Why don't we have living rooms in London? Why aren't we allowed a place to sit and live and talk to the people we know? Why is everything just bedrooms? And then ugly bedrooms.
Great
And
as the
don't
north.
tell me it's a double room if it can literally only fit a double bed in it. That's a single room that you've put a big mattress in.
Oh, and right. And another thing, while you're on the topic of like living in London here, because I live up north and it's great up north. What the fuck is it about with fucking single beds? And not even that, when you go rent somewhere, it's always those fucking, those divan beds. The one where it's like, it rolls and you have to like push it together and then your mattress
Mm-hmm.
on top. Why
Yep.
does every single time I go to rent somewhere in London, I always get the same kind of fucking bed? Like, can you not?
Who makes those things?
Yeah, who makes that? Like, why is that still a thing? Why can you not invest all this money I'm giving you in rent and fucking get some fucking good beds from IKEA or fucking, some. I know you probably can't afford the big guns, but at least get something worth my fucking time. You're gonna give me a fucking cheap ass divan bed, ugh, that you will be found on Gumtree, free to a good
Bed
home.
frames are not expensive. They're not expensive at all. Why? I'm completely with you. Why are we all sleeping on these weird box things?
Yeah,
That
what's that about?
there's two of them, and but one by itself is not the shape of a single bed. They take a
Secondly,
double bed and split it in half across the length of it. So it's like if you split this in half, there's no mattress they make in this shape.
right,
Why?
exactly.
Why are you
So
buying these things?
let me
Why are
set the
you
scene.
filling? And then nobody covers the sides of it in something nice. So it's always got that weird like bus seat pattern on it, which is topical for the show. And then I've got to deal with it. And an ugly cream carpet that's got 20 years worth of stains on it. I don't know whose stains these are, but they ain't mine. But because I'm the last one leaving, you're going to charge me out of my security deposit for it.
Yeah.
Even though everybody else in their fucking cousin Bertha lived here and did whatever they wanted with this fucking carpet.
Well, I was gonna
Why
say this,
can't
right?
things be decent and affordable? Why is that a thing or another? Because, the market price. I don't give a fuck about the market. Fuck the market. Fuck the market and its mum. I don't give a shit.
Let me set the scene. Let me set the scene real quick. So you're in Soho. You just came. You're looking fine. You're wearing your ASOS best. Looking like a bag of money. You find a fit, good-looking specimen to take home for the evening. You get in your Uber or you get a night bus, and you guys are like, fondling, touching up each other on the bus home. Is really cute and cuddly. You get back to fucking zone 6 because that's all you can fucking afford. You open the door. You enter. Your carpet is absolutely rank. There's a love, live, laugh, love sign on the wall. He goes upstairs. You go and get into your boudoir. You're ready to like get down and dirty. And then you have to go fucking have sex on one of those fucking beds that move like a fucking earthquake.
Do you
Girl,
know what
I'm leaving.
do you know what looking for a house in London is like? It's exactly that same setup. You're out in Soho, you're looking cute, you're looking like money, you meet a fit guy, you're like, oh, like the banter's good, the
Yeah.
chat's good, the flirts are good, he kisses you, that's good. You head back to his, things get hot and heated. You take off his underwear and his dick stinks. Like the bitch ain't washed in like 9 months.
Oh God. Drop
And
me
you're
out.
like instantly turned off. That is fucking finding a house in London. Why does every house in London's dick stink? This city, don't ever come here. I know some of you listen will be young and you're like, I'm going to come to London and I'm going to make it and everything and it's going to be fun and great dinner. Don't do it. Don't come here.
I fell for that.
Make where you're at amazing. Do cool, interesting, queer shit where you're at. Make queers want to come to you because, girl, I don't want to be here anymore. Not at this price. Not with everything we got except here. I just want a nice flat. I just want some space and it to be clean and affordable. Ugh.
Side comment here. I realized something. I realize every single time you come up north, you're like, I could live here. Well, guess what, bitch? This is your calling. It's time. We need you.
The 802 is going to be coming to you from Liverpool and Liverpool. I'm
Liverpool,
on my way.
Liverpool. Oh God, love it. You know what? It never happened. Besides London getting under Dan's head this
We're out of
week,
time, babe. We got to move on.
we gotta go because it's basically But before we go, I just want to say something real quick. Now, I know you're probably thinking, oh God, the 802 is like a podcast every week where, talking about pop culture, about drag race, about music, about stuff. But you know what? Sometimes we just need to fucking vent because we have, just like you, have problems and issues that we need to vent and share with you. So you might think, oh my God, what are they talking about this week? Guess what? It's not as informative, but hey, what? A shared problem is a problem halved, right? Is that a statement? Yeah, I think it is. Oh well, doesn't matter. You get it anyway. Hi, thanks for sticking around. But besides that, we have a guest for you this week. Just when you thought the 802 was done for the week, we have a guest. We have the funny, lovely boy from London called Corey Cooper, also known as Wosley. He'll be here talking about his brand new music and what to expect in the future. So hold on to your seats, keep your seatbelts on, and we'll be back after this.